Guys, it's Kathy. So I just thought I'd do a best of 2014 for my beauty products because I realized it would be a good way for you guys to kind of get to know me a little bit better. So I'm going to kind of just do this in random order. And I thought I'd mention I just got the Urban Decay Electric palette, which is really out of my comfort zone. So I'm wearing some of that today. So this is not really a typical eye combo for me, but I like it. It's kind of fun. I've got a day off, so, and you may hear the 2-year-old hollering in the background. So anyways, let's just get into a few things that I've really enjoyed last year. First, I wanted to mention a couple of non-makeup things. So first is the e.l.f. makeup remover pen. I love this thing. And they're $3. I get them on the website. It's just a felt tip, and it's got makeup remover. It's great for when you get mascara in the wrong place, that kind of thing. Touch it up and then just wipe it on a paper towel or a cloth or something. So I always rebuy these and have an extra one on hand because I use it practically every day. The other thing I wanted to quickly mention, because I never hear people talk about, but I have this Japonesque makeup brush cleanser. And this stuff is awesome because it's something you can just spray your brushes and clean them. Hi, babe. And then set them to dry, and you don't have to use water with it. I'm not sure if it's oil-based, but you're not supposed to use water with it. So, especially if you want to wash something quickly and not go take it to the sink, this is a great way to do that. I found this at Ulta. I've never heard anyone talk about it. I want to say it was maybe between $12 and $15. But this thing, I use it almost every day, and it's lasted me a long time. Let's get down. So there's that. Let's talk about my eyebrow gel. I just use the NYX Control Freak. This stuff is great. It's just a clear eyebrow gel. It's inexpensive. Got kind of a, I don't know, not really a big wand, but maybe not as small as I thought it would be. But it's fine. It works great. I use it every day. Speaking of eyebrows, I use the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. And I've had this thing for at least a year and a half. Sorry, there's a glare. But my color's in brunette / dark brown. Baby, stop. And here's what it looks like. It's just so compact. You know, you can use eyeshadows to do your eyebrows if you want to. I use powders because I have to fill in a lot of my brows. So I love this thing. I use the dark color to do the bottom outline and then the top color to fill in and do the top edge. And it's great. And like I said, this lasts a really long time, so you really get your money's worth. Next, I will mention the MAC paint pot that I use like every day as my eyeshadow primer. It's in Painterly. I know a lot of people talk about this. It really does last a long time. I love how creamy it is.
Where?
Shh, baby. Let's get quiet.
Where?
Let's go out there and play.
1, 5.
Bags. Go out there and play, babe. So let's talk about a couple of bronzers. I've got two. One is the IT Cosmetics CC Radiance Ombre bronzer. I do like this a lot. I use mostly the bronzer, but sometimes a mix. I haven't done a lot of highlighting, so I haven't used this part much, but I have used it as an eyeshadow. One of my things for this year is to try using highlighters a little bit more because I think you can, perfect your look even better with those. Let me pull out my other bronzer. Excuse me. This is the Tom Ford Contouring Cheek Color Duo in number 2, stroked. I love this because it's one of those, I mainly use this, which is the bronzer color. So I mainly use this as kind of a blush bronzer combo when I'm in a hurry, and it's great for fall because it's got definitely a warm tone to it. It's not what I would have thought I would have used for a bronzer at all, but I don't know if you can tell. The highlighter is gorgeous, like I said. I just don't use many highlighters yet. I haven't really gotten into that yet, but I think I will. So I love that. It's really well pigmented. It does look really good. I've got the It Cosmetics one on today. So there's that. I'm loving. Let's do setting powder. I got this a year ago for Christmas, and oh my gosh, I just love these things. So this is the Guerlain Meteorites Voyage, the pressed powder. So this is the compact, and you can buy the refill. But, you know, it's the combo of colors. There's pastels in purple, green, pink, peach. There's a little bit of shimmer to some of them, but in general, just overall, it just gives you a glow. You don't see any kind of glitter or sparkle on your face. So this thing's amazing, and I've been using this practically every day for a year, and I've still got a lot left in there. So it's expensive. Like I said, it was a gift, but it is worth it. I can see the hype. So couple of blushes. Shh, Max, let's be quiet. One is the Hourglass blushes. I've got the Ambient one and Luminous Flush. I've also got the trio, but I just kind of wanted to show one. This thing is gorgeous. I did put it on today. It's just a nice subtle flush on the cheeks. You could build it up. Yeah, I think these are really good blushes. And I love me some Chanel blushes. Probably my favorite, at least for the winter, is 84 Accent, which I think was limited edition. But there's a couple other that are similar. And it's got a really subtle sheen to it, almost a bit of a sparkle, but it's so fine that it just makes you look kind of glowy. This is another one of those where I'll just put this on as like a blush and bronzer, kind of both. And I think it's such a cool tone. It looks great in the winter. It's great with a lot of different eyeshadows and lipsticks and things. So I'm loving that one. Real quick, we'll talk about foundation. So, my favorite CC cream is the Chanel CC cream. When this first came out, they only had one color, and since then they have more than that. So I have two of these, one for the winter and one for the summer. This happens to be my summer, which I haven't been very tan in the summer lately, so I've worn this into fall. This is number 32 Beige Rose. This stuff lasts a long time. It really gives good coverage. I would say this is like medium coverage for a CC cream. It's moisturizing. It does have SPF 25. It lasts all day. This stuff is awesome, especially to wear this and a little bit of setting powder. Like the Guerlain provides a little bit of coverage. So the two make this wonderful glow to your face that looks very natural. So this, you don't look like you're wearing anything. So that's pretty awesome. And probably my favorite foundation this past year has been the Chanel, the Perfection Lumiere. Long Wearing Flawless Fluid Sunscreen Makeup in SPF 15. It does come with a pump. This has lasted me a while. I've really enjoyed this. And I will continue to use it. This is the full size, which is 1 fluid ounce. So, and my color happens to be 32 Beige Rose. Again, this is kind of my spring, summer, fall, depending on how dark I am in the summer. But lately I've not been very tan, so this has worked for me. I love this stuff. Again, it looks very natural. It's moisturizing. I've got kind of normal to dry skin. I mostly got some dryness in the winter, so just so you kind of know what my skin type is like. Oops. So I've got everything over here in a box, so I'm just kind of pulling stuff out. So I had to give a mention to nail polish because I love painting my nails, and I just had to mention probably a favorite. This is a Guerlain polish in number 165. It's just this gorgeous, bright pink. Their brush reminds me of the YSL brushes. Kind of a big brush, which works awesome for me because then it's so fast to paint. And I feel like I have a lot less cleanup with a big brush like that. So I only have 2 Guerlain polishes because they are expensive. They have been gifts from my sweet husband. But this color I just love. I think it looks great year round. In the summer, you know, it's a bright color. In the winter, I just think it works all year round. And this is one of those polishes I've worn more than once, which says a lot for me because I have so many polishes that I don't wear very many of them more than once. Although my intention is to reuse them. So anyways, I'll talk quickly about a couple of mascaras. Got a couple of palettes, and a couple of lip things. So my favorite lower lash line mascara is the Maybelline Lash Discovery. This is a new one I just bought, which it looks like I accidentally bought the waterproof, but we'll give it a try. Excuse me. I'm discovering, since I was trying this today, that it's kind of wet and I need to let it dry a little bit to really get the perfect. I also really like the Clinique, that little Clinique one. But this was quicker for me to buy today, you know, when I was at the drugstore. So I do like that a lot. Couple of favorite other mascaras. I love, sorry, these tubes look dirty. They've got fingerprints on them. I love the Chanel Le Volume de Chanel. This stuff's awesome. This is probably one of the best mascaras I've ever tried. And I've just got it in black. This is dried out, but I saved the tube. It's got a nice big brush. Just really coats them quickly because I'm not one to want to do a bunch of coats. Like, I'm not patient to do all that on my eyelashes. So if my mascara is not going to give me some good bang for my buck, then I'm probably, like, I'm not one to, oh, well, let's layer things together. That's just, I don't know. I'd rather pay for a great mascara that is going to do it for me. Another one that I've really liked and I also used up was the Kevyn Aucoin, the Volume Mascara. I love the packaging. I think this may be a tubular mascara. It's got a really skinny wand on it, but it does a lot more than you would think it would. It's got this gorgeous like metal tubing. This one was really good too, and I've pretty much used all this up. It's kind of running out. I would probably repurchase both of these. I'm trying to go through mascaras right now, and I've got a bunch of drugstore ones that I'm trying out that everyone has raved about over the past year, so it'll probably be a while before I actually need to buy a mascara. So let's quickly talk about a couple of eyeshadow palettes. First, I just have to mention the Naked Basics 2. I have both the first and the second one. This is a little more cooler toned, and I feel like, at least this time of year, I'm doing more cooler tone stuff. And in general, I think these probably look a little bit better on me, but I love them both just to add to duos, quads, whatever you have, where you just want some matte shadows, which a girl like me really needs some matte shadows to complete her look. I really can't get away with sparkly stuff, sheeny stuff even in my crease. Just, you know, when you're 41, that just isn't very attractive, especially with a hooded eye. So speaking of matte shadows, I loved this thing this past year. The It Cosmetics, this is the first one, the Naturally Pretty Volume 1 Matte Luxe Transforming Eyeshadow Palette. I need to pull this out and use it some more, but this, I just love these. Some amazing, and you can do so many different looks, and they all, like, I get so many compliments when I wear this thing. You can do warm tone, cool tone, natural. You can do a smoky eye with it as well. I feel like the combo in here is amazing. This is probably my first, like, big, really, like, all matte palette. I know there aren't a lot out there, but oh, I love this thing. I haven't bought the second one. I probably will eventually. I just kind of want to like use my palettes up some more before I go buying something that's like maybe similar to what I have. So, and then I have to mention the Vice 3. I feel like there's a lot of people either love it or hate this thing. I have all 3 of them, Vice 1, 2, and 3. I believe so. And this one is definitely my favorite. Now this is coming from someone that likes to do a natural eye, you know, that has a professional work environment where I can't, like, I wouldn't wear this to work, what I'm wearing today. I like it, but I probably wouldn't wear it to work. There's more matte shadows in here than they've had in the past. That's been my big problem, is in the past, there's just so many, like, sparkly, glittery, and like the glitter fallout with Urban Decay. I'm sorry, I can't stand their glitter shadows much. But like, especially this row over here, and then combine it with this. Oh my gosh, some beautiful looks. And yeah, they're powdery, but I don't mind that. I mean, I'm used to powdery, and you know, you just tap it off and then you don't get any fallout. But these are all great transition colors here, and then there's, you know, this light shade you can use as a highlight. These are gorgeous, and I really need to dabble more into the middle shades, but I love this palette. It's one of my favorite Urban Decay palettes. And you know, I do have the Naked 1 and 2. But I love this one. I like the variety there, and that's a little bit different. So I had to mention Chanel quads because I have a few and I love them. They did reformulate this year, so they're even better. Like, it used to be that Chanel quads were kind of hit or miss, just depended on which one you had. Now here's an old one that I really loved. It's 43 Mystere. I think this may be limited edition. But I just love that you can do, like, you know, there's some, it's really cool toned, some taupes. You can do a smoky eye, but you don't have to do a smoky eye. Like, I wore this to work several times, especially like winter. This is what I think of. Then, kind of a newer one I'm loving is, actually this isn't quite so new. This is 42 Seduction. And I love this one too. There's kind of some more like, there's like a peachy color in here. There's this gorgeous, what is that? Like a plummy brown? This is a gorgeous one. Sorry, I've got something in my eye. So quickly, let me mention two more eye things, and then we'll move on to lips. I discovered this Chanel Duo in Taupe I heard about from Makeup by Tiffany D. Oh my gosh, this thing is awesome, guys. Everyone, if you like high makeup, you need to try this, because like these two colors you can just wear on their own. Like, I could take this for a weekend and this could be my eyeshadows for the entire weekend. I mean, that's how amazing it is. I use this thing a lot. If I'm in a hurry, I'll just grab that and put it on, because I know I can make a really nice, crisp, clean look. You can do a smokier look with it, which I haven't done yet, but I've seen done. So that's amazing. And I'm not real big on buying singles and duos of things, but I love that duo. And I had to mention a cream eyeshadow because this is gorgeous. I only have two of the Georgio Armani Eyes to Kill. This is number 9. Oh, this is so gorgeous. This looks so amazing on the lid. Like, it really makes your eye color pop. And then like this with the Chanel Duo, just put this brown in your crease and you're done. And it looks like you spent a lot of time on your eyes, and you didn't. It was super fast. So that one is amazing. Quickly, oh, here's the eyeliner I use almost every day is the Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in Rockstar. I like that it's not quite black. For me, this is a great color. It's kind of a dark purpley, plummy black, brown, more of a plummy brown, I guess. But when I put it on, it doesn't look like I have purple or brown on. I just think it like, I think it's a little bit softer for me than wearing black. So this is my second one, full size. This is the first time I've gone out and bought a full size eyeliner, because I usually buy their sets, you know. But this is the color I'm like been stuck on for the past year. So what can I say? If it works, go with it. Last, a couple of lip products. First I'll mention the high-end ones. I love me some MAC lipsticks. This I think is the first matte lipstick I bought. Syrup. It's a Lustre. It's just a great neutral pink. I love this thing. Let me see if I can give you a little swatch. It's just a beautiful neutral pink. Really comfortable to wear. And then I just had to mention this YSL one that I got. Rouge Per Couture. It's one of the matte ones in 208, so it's like this vibrant pink. I love this thing. This looks really good. I look good in like warm toned, bright lipsticks, which I've just kind of discovered this past year in 2014. I hadn't really ventured into them very much, but this looks great. If you can pull off the color, it's gorgeous. And it's comfortable. It's not overly dry for a matte lipstick. Now I have to mention, I know these things were a craze this year, and I still love them. So both the Maybelline ones, they're color elixirs or whatever they call them. And then the L'Oreal ones, I have a bunch of both brands, and I just thought I'd grab a couple. I love this like beautiful orchid color. This is Vision in Violet. This is gorgeous. But I have probably at least 10 of each of these. I just love that it gives you this beautiful gloss that's not sticky at all. There's enough color in there that I feel like you don't have to layer it over lipstick. You certainly could. This is the L'Oreal one in Blushing Harmony. Just kind of a neutral pink. I love those things. They're especially great for spring and summer when you don't want anything heavy. And then I just thought I'd mention, I don't use tons and tons of lip glosses, but I've been loving the Laura Mercier ones. This is a smaller one. This is in, sorry, it's so small and there's a glare on it. But they've got several like neutral, it's a little bit darker neutral pink, but just gorgeous. I've got it on today over a neutral lipstick. Again, the texture is amazing. They're not slippery, but they're not sticky at all. I feel like they wear pretty good. I just don't even feel like I've got anything on necessarily. And there's some color to it, a nice amount of shine. So anyways, I just thought I would go through a few things that I really loved this past year. I hadn't really planned on doing this, but then I thought, you know, it's probably a good way to get a feel for what I like, products I like, since my channel's pretty new. So anyways, until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.